I made hundreds of thumbnails with high performing CTRs. If you want to learn how to make these thumbnails, stick around. I'm making thumbnails every day and showing you along the way how to do it. Are you down? Would it hurt you to subscribe? Do it. Today I'm asking ChatGPT to give me a random YouTube title for me to make a thumbnail for. Can you give me a super random video title for YouTube? And this is what ChatGPT came up with for this video.
Why does every pigeon in my city hate me? Well, I can make a thumbnail about that. Okay, so first for this thumbnail, I want a picture of a city, obviously, because we are making a thumbnail about why does every pigeon in the city hate me. And I want it to be in a street by day. So let's see what we can find. Maybe this one. No, I want it to be in a street. No, not a busy street, but a street with a lot of buildings. So I'm going to change this to street. Yes, this is a great background for my thumbnail. And I want to add in a bench to put my pigeons on. Bench. And I want the bench to be like this. I'll remove the background. Okay, that's not a real success, but I'll go with it. Like this. There's a bench right here, I think. Oh, what did I do? No, I don't want that. So I'll crop it a little bit to remove those ugly parts. And then I want a picture of me. So I have selected this picture of me. It's awesome, of course, because it's me. And I always increase the sharpness of my picture a little bit. And I always add a filter. And for some reason on my pictures, the Capri filter always works fine. Add a little shadow. A little shadow. And make myself a little bit bigger and flip myself horizontally. So I will be pointing at the pigeon on this bench. And I need myself to be a lot bigger, actually, like this. Let's see. Okay. And then we're going to add a picture of a pigeon. Maybe this one. Nah. I want to use a picture, actually. Let's see what it looks like with the background removed. Let me see if I can adjust this pigeon a little bit so it fits in with my picture. Make it a little bit sharper. And add a shadow, of course. I always add shadows. Make it bigger. And we can use, if we want something to say or someone to say something, we can always use text boxes for this graphics. No, this is too big. This one. Move myself out of the way a little bit. Like this. Hate you. Okay, you. And let's make you a little bit bigger. Center it. And I'll center this as well. I hate you. I think this is a real fun thumbnail you can use if you want to make a video about why all the pigeons.
What happens if you microwave a cactus at midnight? Let's go. So to make my thumbnails, I use Canva. When in Canva, you can create a new design. And we're going to make a YouTube thumbnail. I always start my thumbnails with a background, and for this background I'm using a black one because we're simulating that it's happening at night. Maybe this one. And we're going to microwave a cactus at midnight, so now we need a cactus. And I have found a cute cactus, which is this one. We're going to put it here, add a little shadow behind it, and because this is a happy cactus, I'm going to put on a white shadow. Yes. And we're going to put it in a microwave. So we're going to search for a microwave. And I think this one will do just fine. Remove the background, Canva Pro only, but I use it all the time. A microwave. And I want to put it behind the cactus, like this. So we're going to duplicate this one, because we have to put it in the microwave. I'm going to make it a little smaller to fit it in the screen. And then we're going to play around and make some adjustments to the picture so that it looks like it's inside of the microwave. Like this. Okay. Round off the corners so that it looks like it's standing in the middle. Okay. We want the thumbnail to spark curiosity, so we want something to happen inside of the microwave. And what I was thinking about is to give it some evil eyes. Just so that the cactus becomes evil when you put it in a microwave or something. So let's check what's available. Maybe this one. Cool. And then we need to find a mouth, an angry mouth. So angry mouth. And let's see what's available. Like this one. This one is cool. Maybe make it a little bit smaller. Yes. Okay, cool. Maybe make the eyes and the mouth a little transparent so that it looks like it's in the microwave. Yes. And then we want some effects to the microwave that make it look more evil. So I'm going to make a red glow behind the microwave like this. Put it behind the microwave. Yes. And I want some smoke coming off. White smoke. Nah. And put it behind the microwave as well, like this. And maybe a straight. No, that's too much. And something like this. Okay, now to spark curiosity in a thumbnail, we always want some text supporting the title. So the title will be what happens when you put a cactus in the microwave at midnight. So maybe something like, don't do this. It's a great text to put on the thumbnail. Don't do this. And whenever I put text in a thumbnail, I always add an effect and put or a neon effect on it or a lift effect. I'll show you what it does. This adds a little shadow behind the text, and the neon effect makes the text pop out more. But in this case, I like the lift effect more. And you can choose if you want to put it before or behind the smoke. Let's see what the difference is. In front of the smoke is better. And to give it that before and after effect, we're going to put an arrow inside of the thumbnail. Doesn't matter which arrow, but I'll use this one. And to make it pop out, we'll make it red. And give it a little shadow. Always use shadows when you're using this kind of stuff. It just gives it a little extra depth, you know? So, what do you think? So I think this is an awesome thumbnail. You have cactus before, after, a microwave. Don't do this, and an arrow pointing towards the microwave. And in combination with the title, what happens when you put a cactus in the microwave at midnight? I think this is a real good combination of a thumbnail with a title that work together and make the viewer click. I want to make a video about the DJI Mic 2. So as you see, we're in Canva right now, and I have set a background for my thumbnail. Whenever I start creating a thumbnail, I search my title in the YouTube search bar and see what thumbnails come out. And in this case, there were no green thumbnails about the DJI Mic 2. So I decided to go with green. So whenever I make thumbnails, most of the time I put a picture of myself in it. So let's start with a picture of myself. So I've made a selection of pictures for myself that I can use in my thumbnails. I'll use this one. So I always use Canva to make my thumbnails. Why? Canva is so easy to use. Everyone can use it. I have Canva Pro. I highly suggest for you to get Pro 2 because it's only 10 bucks a month, I think. And you can do so much things with Canva Pro, like removing backgrounds, like I'm doing right now. Buy background. And if you have a picture of yourself, you can always play around with the settings of that picture to make it pop. So I always increase the sharpness. like this. And I put on a filter, and you can choose any filter you want. If you make sure the colors pop, you're okay. So here I am. I always choose to use text, and to consider my branding I always use the same font. So I always add text, and that's this one. So here we go. I don't know what the text will be just yet, but I can already put it in. Okay, so these are the basics of my thumbnail. Then I have to add another element, which is a picture of the DJI Mic 2. So let's get a picture. This one is nice. Copy image and paste it right here. And remove the background. That's why Canva Pro is such an unmissable feature in Canva. If you want to get Pro, I'll leave a link in the description. It's not an affiliate link just yet, but it might be in the future because I'm applying for affiliate partner in the beginning of 2025. Look at this. So this will be a very basic thumbnail, but basic is good. Less is more. People generally only look half a second at your thumbnail and they must understand what it's about. So I'll move the text right here. I'll make it bigger. And because the picture of the DJI Mic 2 is already black, I'm going to change the font color to white. And as you can see, it doesn't really pop just yet. So I add an effect. This one, set it to a high intensity, and it makes it pop just a little bit more. But I'm going to move it to the background. Okay, I'm going to play around with the DJI Mic picture just a little bit so the 2 pops out a little bit more. How am I going to do this? Okay, I'm going to change a little bit in this picture. If you have this problem, like this picture is right in front of the 2 right now, we can fix it. How am I going to do it? I'm going to select the text, remove the 2, select it again, duplicate, remove it, 2, move it right here and put it above the picture. Add some depth to it, I believe. Yeah, cool. Put me back in the frame. Make it a little bit bigger. Put me behind the DJI part. I'll make myself a little bit bigger, and it's just playing around here, okay? Just playing around, see whatever happens and what's good. Maybe like this. I'm not really happy just yet. Okay, but I want the DJI mic to really pop, so I'm going to add an effect and add a shadow. You can play around with the color to make it pop, and I'm going to try white. Big shadow. something like this. And as you see, it has shrunk a little bit, so I'm going to make it bigger again. That's nice, but the text is white and the shadow is white. I don't know what I think about it. It's okay. Not happy with myself just yet, so I'm going to add a shadow to myself as well. It can be black because I am not the star of this picture. Just a small shadow. Like this. So there you have it, a great basic thumbnail made with Canva. It doesn't take a lot of time. It's been 10 minutes or so, but you can do it as well. So a little recap of what you have to think about. Make sure the color of your thumbnail is different from the other thumbnails that pop up when you type in your title in the search bar. Okay? Always have a little bit of text, not more than 2 or 3 words. Make sure it is coherent with your title. If you want to do branding, put a picture of yourself in the thumbnail. It will make people recognize your face, and if they love your content, they recognize the thumbnail, and it's easier for them to click and watch your video. So today we're going to make a thumbnail about a video I'm going to make about the Rode PodMic USB. So let's go. First we'll pick a background. And it can be something like a blue background. See if there's something we like, something like this. I always add a picture of myself in it, so I'm going to use this one again because it's just a great picture of me I can use in this thumbnail, like this. Always edit it and increase the sharpness, and I'll put a filter over it, and I always use the Capri filter, like this. Add a shadow to myself. Like this. And then we have to find a picture of the PodMic USB. So this one is great. I'll copy it and paste it in Canva. Yes, and of course I'll remove the background. Make it a lot bigger, like this. And add a shadow. Always add shadows to your pictures, like this. And I'll add some text for the thumbnail. PodMic USB. Remove this text. I'll make it a little bit bigger. What's this? Yeah. PodMic USB. A little tip of mine is to never put text in the lower right corner of your image, because there will be the timestamp. But I'll do it like this. Lift myself up a little bit, and I'll add a little smear, like this. It makes the text pop out. Change the color to yellow because blue and yellow work together, and put a little shade behind the text like this. I want the Rode pop mic to pop out a little bit more, so I'm going to change the shadow to white so it pops out a little bit more. And we'll put in the Rode logo just to complete the thumbnail. Like this one. Copy and paste. Nah, it doesn't even need a logo. Make a little bit bigger so it fills the whole screen. Like this. And there you have it, another great thumbnail. It only has the basics, text, an image of me because of my personal branding, and an image of the Rode Pop Mic USB microphone, which is the topic of this video. So if you like these videos of me creating thumbnails, make sure to subscribe. I want you to watch this video next because it's about another thumbnail I made, which is a bit more of a deep dive into Canva, and I can learn you how to make thumbnails over there. Thanks for watching.